Welcome back, everybody. We're going into the last part, the grand conclusion of our Masks one shot. And here in issue 3, the concluding issue of My Brother's Keeper, we have the cover shot of Scion looking very messianic. He's lying unconscious. His hair, beautiful golden hair, like pooled around his head. He's obviously been like beaten to shit. His costume's all torn. And kneeling behind him, kind of propping his head up, is the girl we saw in the interview before, Kid Sovereign, his like sidekick. And she's crying. There's like tears streaming down her face. And she's looking up in fear at we see Petra, hands crackling with energy. And the Scion's obviously been like burned. And in the background of the shot, we can see the bridge, the like green sky, the storm like crackling, and this like bird-like figure, the long beak mask. A gray and black cloak covered in feathers, like just hunched on the edge of the bridge, watching and kind of like rubbing his clawed hands together. On the first page of issue 3, Petra. We get kind of like a review of the last one. It's a big 2-page one, big like open space, the storm in the background with the green flashes, and then Petra standing on the edge of this building, and you're kind of like turned and looking, so we can see the green like illuminating in your eyes. Something very bad is happening, and something connected to what controlled those police officers over the bridge. You could get there in no time flat. What do you want to do?
So I'm seeing, so my initial thought was to like go and check on Riley, but like I said, I can feel that like whether or not she's in danger, whether or not she's tense, and now I kind of feel like that's dissipated. So without hesitation, I'm just gonna be like, she can handle herself. I need to start clearly leaving them to their own devices, and I take off and I go right for whatever this big black cloud is with all this green lightning. This sounds like something only I can deal with. So
yeah, of course, because like sure, like Riley can punch stuff and Lex can hack and Hemlock's a nice girl, but you've got real superpowers.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So you fly off towards the scene, and the next page is a big like 2-page sort of pull out wide establishing shot, and it's just like the cover. This would be the art that they cut the cover for the collection of. So there's like the crash scene. There are like figures, these strange like kind of bird creatures like picking through the cars, people running in fear, and hovering over all of it we see Scion, and he's just like firing beams at things, like just blowing up cars, and at the end of one of these like beams of golden light, you can see that he's hitting a dome of energy, kind of like how Hemlock absorbs energy, and we can see underneath it struggling is Kid Sovereign, and she looks like she's not having a good time of this fight with her mentor. And you come flying into this scene.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Petra?
So as soon as I see that, I immediately, it looks like Scion is attacking this other person. I'm assuming I'm aware of who they are. Oh, you're right. I saw them on that blog thing. Ooh, they were for the registration, weren't they?
Yeah, Scion was like, as good American citizens, we must do what's right, and like all this stuff.
Both of them were for it. Oh, yeah. God. Well, whatever. Scion's a dick, so I'm going to take the side of this Kit Harington. Kit Harington. It's fine.
I mean, he's a black girl, not a British guy, but that's cool too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go help Kid Sovereign. Not Jon Snow. So yeah, I'm going to fly down, and if she's erected some kind of shield around her, then I'm going to, I guess, assess the situation. Well, you already kind of told me the situation.
Assessing gives you like specific information, but also like maybe you want to burn, get your power going.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to unleash my powers. So hopefully I stop missing. That would be good.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your burn move. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, there you go. Look at you.
Finally, I'm in my element.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so on a hit,
She's just pissed off enough.
Yeah.
Yep. On a hit, you get 3 burn. This is the thing. You've left your weaker companions behind. You're tangling with the big boys now, and you're fully fired up and ready to go. So what do you do? What's the you arrive, glowing with Petra energy. What's the plan?
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like shout to Kid that, hey, I'm here, I got this. And then I'm going to reality storm against Scion.
All right. Okay. So you spend a burn to engage a threat using your powers, and you can roll plus freak. And let's see how that goes. Oh
Really?
dear. All right.
If you can't catch a
So here's the thing: is it's not so much that like you fail or whatever. Like you can't hurt Scion. He's crazy powerful. So here's what we see. We see your eyes glow, your hair start to fly. You pull on your Phoenix power, and then you unleash a destructive burst. And I think Scion turns to you. He turns and looks, and instead of his like beautiful, blue eyes that he's been lauded for so many times, you just see these hollow green orbs. And he like snaps his neck towards you, puts his hand up, and your power, the blast just deflects off of him, flies across and hits one of the pillars of the bridge, and there's a big explosion of steel and concrete, and the bridge does one of these, like it tips sideways, then all the cars slide to one way. Of course, there's a school bus full of children, and the school bus like slides to the edge, breaks through the railing, and is like hanging, like teetering off the edge.
Of course.
And the Scion, like Scion stops firing at Kid Sovereign and looks at you, and then flies full on towards you, both fists out.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Crap.
How far away are the rest of us, by the way?
I mean, none of you know any of this is even happening unless Petra like lets you know. I think Lex, maybe you've started to get like you've got flags for various like superhero things. So like people on the bridge are like something's happening on the bridge, like super fight. Like you're passively aware, but you don't know that Petra's there yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, the bridge is already getting destroyed, which is probably going to be pinned on me. I'm really angry. I'm feeling insecure.
No one would ever blame it on Scion.
Did she get to wipe her insecure because she went and did it on her own, though?
Oh, yeah.
You wipe it at the end of the scene.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
So you
So-
still need to destroy something valuable on purpose or hurt somebody.
Oh, that's not a problem. I'm sure we'll get to that. So
There's
I'm
lots of
just
kids.
feeling like overcome with like rage right now. The fact that like I said I had this and I missed, this is unacceptable. So I'm just going to completely overcharge.
Yeah, you're just gonna go ham on Scion.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
just lose my bloody marbles.
Okay.
So I'm going to unleash my power. So I guess what I want to do is I'm going to move the water underneath the bridge.
Okay.
I'm going to create two massive just columns of water, and I'm just going to have them come in from either side and flank him, and they are going to combine into one huge prison of water, and I want to just overpower any ability he has and just push him away and throw him into the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, totally. So that'll hold him for a little while. All this water, you swirl up this big spout, and it swirls around him before he gets to you, and then sucks him into the water, and he leaves this steaming trail underwater. And there's bubbles pouring up from his energy, and he's underwater, struggling with your telekinesis. He'll be able to break free eventually, but for now, Scion's out of the picture. And I think that's when you notice, you look across the bridge, and you see that figure I described from the cover. He looks like he's wearing a cloak made out of kind of oily greenish feathers. He's got this mask on, and his eyes are glowing with that same strange glow. And in the panel, we see him, and he seems to be he's got his hands out and he's kind of moving them, and he's whispering in the cuneiform, the little dots and dashes, and he's controlling these little sort of creatures that are out on the bridge terrorizing everybody. And when you knock Scion into the water, he looks up and kind of cocks his head in your direction, and his speech bubble changes to English. So it's a scratchy, scary, super villainy font. And he's like, how interesting. Something new to play with. And then the next one, he steps out over the bridge like he's going to fall, and a little green tornado kind of swirls up around his legs, and he starts flying over in your direction.
Oh, God. And I can see this happening, right? I see him coming for me.
Yeah, he's not flying at you the same way the Scion was, but he's just something that knocked the Scion out. This might be fun.
Okay.
So while all that's happening, Lex, I think this is when we cut over to you, and on your screen, an obvious picture of Petra like pops up. It's like a live feed. Someone's like filming with their phone. What do you want to do?
Holy shit, you guys. Petra's like attacking a school bus full of children or something. Get over there. Oh God. Okay,
So we're
so
gonna, like-
Lex is telling us this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really. I know that Lex always only tells you like the worst part of the story, so I'm like gonna run around and start like looking behind her, like at her laptop, to see what other video feeds and stuff she's got up.
Oh, there's definitely a school bus full
I
of
just started
school
running.
children.
I'm not gonna look at her laptop or whatever. I'm just gonna go. I'm like, she needs me. I'm running.
My
I'll get
sister.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all just like take off.
Yeah, I'm. God damn it, Riley, and just come
I'm
on, Lex, and then we just
already
like all start bolting out the door.
Everyone into the elevator.
Yeah, the shots
There's
of everybody
elevator
running.
music.
And there's two separate like shots. One like Hemlock, you're the last one out, and there's one shot of your mom like looking up from the TV, and on the TV there's like a news helicopter that's showing this exact thing, and she's like, "Have fun, dear," as you run out.
Yeah.
And you're like out of costume, and then there's another shot of you running in costume, like out of the building,
Yeah.
and Clyde is just like tipping his hat to you, like, "Okay, stay safe."
Oh, you, Clyde.
And yeah,
We do our fist bump.
Yeah, we should all do it.
yeah, she's like,
I have
"Have fun, girls."
I have a question. On that last miss, I got a potential for that, right? So
Yes, yeah,
I
always.
maxed out my potential.
Yeah, so you'll clear all your potential once
Okay.
you max it out, and then as the Nova, you can unlock your moment of truth.
Mhm.
Your moment of truth is your mind's eye opens and you can see the world around you like never before. You can control it at will with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line, but in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried?
Exactly.
So you could unlock your moment of truth. You could just change to a different playbook. You can lock one of your labels, which means it can never be changed by anybody. You just are like, no, I am superior, and you can't tell me otherwise. Or you
But
can
I
take.
can't move it before I lock it, though, right?
That's right. Yeah. So you got to do all these top. Right. That's right. Because you haven't taken 5 events. It's just the top list. So moves from another playbook. Permanently, someone can't influence you anymore. Rearrange your labels, or unlock new flares.
Yeah, I was looking at the other flares
Those
and
pretty good
they do
ones. These are
look
just like,
good, but oh man, okay. So
I mean, the moment of truth
You're
is so
doing your
good
thing.
though.
and
So yeah,
that's
you can think about what you want to do. So we have you all leaving, and then the next page is you at the base of the bridge, the memorial bridge, and so it's obviously like messed up. There's like green and black smoke pouring off of it. There's this crowd of people pouring past you, like freaking out, and the three of you are in this crowd trying to get to where the fight is. What do you want to do?
Is the school bus full of children the only like civilians on the bridge? Like they're trapped on the bridge?
Well, everybody's trying to get off the bridge, and the bridge is pretty like crowded. So
Okay.
And it's
there's still
tilted too,
lots of-
right? Like they're having to like. Okay.
Yeah, one of the guy wires is broken. It's tipped slightly, and yeah, there are people like trying to. Nobody's like falling off yet, but there's some clear and present danger.
Are there
Can-
any satellite dishes?
There's one on a building nearby. Sure.
Is it like the highest point?
I think the top of the bridge is right because it's one of those big like it's got the big tower or whatever. That's probably the highest point. But there are buildings nearby that are relatively high. Yeah.
Can I lift a school bus full of children?
I don't know. Can you? I mean, I feel like you probably
Can
can.
I just like run out there and like try and like pull it?
Yes.
From,
Yeah.
it's, like,
If that's
like it's
so.
fall
So
down,
you see
right?
this. You see Petra up above, and I think you see this happen, and she's like floating there, and then you see the bus like sliding, and that's the decision you make. You're like, I gotta go save those kids.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you push your way through the crowd. I guess do you push your way? Or do you like climb up in a car and like jump like from car to
from
car?
like car to car. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, you get to where the school bus is like slid into the edge, and everybody's screaming. The bus driver is like lying on the lying over the wheel, like he's been knocked out.
Mhm.
And you can see that like teetering on the edge. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to like drag it or like lift it somewhere where it's not gonna be. I don't know how far I need to move it so these kids can like get off the bus or like why are they still on the bus?
Yeah, you can run over and grab it and like pull it up onto the still like flat
Yeah.
part of the bus. Okay, let's have you make a move for that. You're gonna unleash
Okay.
your powers.
Okay. What am I rolling for? That's freak.
Yeah, it should be freak.
Okay.
Yep.
Yay!
Okay.
Savior of children.
So on a hit, you do it. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or
Okay.
or I'll tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. Do you want a condition, or do you want to give me the ability to make this like kind of a half measure success? The kids are saved for now.
Okay, so I had a condition from the last scene that was afraid. How can I clear that? What would I have?
Clear afraid? You have to run from something difficult.
I wish our half measure
To
was
clear being afraid, I have to run from something?
Yeah, you have to acknowledge your fear.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't want the kids to be put in more danger by whatever DM bullshit you come up with. So I'm gonna take another condition.
No, it's okay. Adam would save half the kids. Half the kids
That's
live.
right.
Oh man.
I'm gonna take another condition.
Okay, what are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
take?
do either I think hopeless or insecure. Probably I think I'm gonna do hopeless because I like recognize that this is a fight of like demigods, and I like didn't get to fight. I didn't get to punch the dudes before because Hemlock swooped in and saved me. So like I'm feeling kind of useless right now. 'Cause I'm like not sure if I'm.
All right, so you grab the truck and or the bus and you pull it up to safety, and the kids all start getting out. And like looking around, it's like there's lots of people in danger here. And I think the thing is like you turn your eyes to see a really like paragon of superhero-ness. She's very popular. She's Scion's sidekick. You see Kid Sovereign, and she's like lying on the ground. Like there's like there's burn marks around her, and she looks really badly hurt. And if she can't like win this fight, like what the fuck are you supposed to do? You're just strong.
Yeah.
So before you do anything else though, Hemlock and Lex, what do you want to do?
I want to run over to Kid Sovereign. Because it looks like Riley. I trust Riley to handle the bus full of kids, so I'm not gonna like monitor that situation. So I see kind of the burn marks around Kid Sovereign. I'm gonna run over and see if she's okay. Is there anything I can do to help her?
Well,
Like I can't take any of that pain or anything, right? Like
too late. Yeah.
Okay. Can I move her, shield her or something so she doesn't get hurt anymore?
Yeah.
Can I
you
ask
try
her
to
for
find-
information? Can I like
She's knocked out though, right?
she's knocked out.
No, she's like comic book knocked out, right? Like she's just kind of like dazed and like isn't all there. And you could try to like, you could talk to her. Like she's up, even if she was dying, she'd be able to be like, please save her. Like she'd
Yeah,
get her
can I try to
moment.
find out like if she knows how to
Yeah.
rid of like this influence that this like supernatural force has? Like, does she know anything?
Yeah. So you run over, and as you get to her, you crouch down, and she's hurt but kind of conscious. And yeah, what do you ask? You're like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Or what do you say?
Yeah, well, it's clear that Petra did something, so I'm gonna ask her what was Petra trying to stop? Like, what was Petra trying to stop, and why did she hurt you? Clearly, she wouldn't have just hurt you for no reason. Like, what was she trying to protect you against?
Yeah. So she says, she's like, he didn't mean it. It's not his fault.
How is it not his fault? Like, what, is he under something? Is he just like the cops that we were against today?
And she weakly like points up, and you can see there's like a flash of like green lightning, and you see the like bird guy like sort of floating towards Petra. And we cut up to that, and Petra, when you see this bird creature, he like raises his hands and like gestures towards you, and we get a panel that's you, like a close-up of you, and all these like sort of swirling green like winds around your head, and you can feel a strange influence kind of creeping in at the edges of your mind. We get like shots of, I think you're like standing out in a desert, like all the stuff is gone. You're just standing in the middle of a desert, and there's this huge like ziggurat up in the desert, and there's all these green robed like cultists around it, and they're worshiping there's this giant bird, and you have this hallucination as these winds swirl around you. And I need you to make a move here. When you get exposed to Pazuzu's devil wind, I need you to roll plus superior for me.
Okay.
His name is Hazuzu.
Name is Pazuzu. Okay.
Ugh, can I take another potential?
No, so you miss. So yeah, you can mark another potential because when you spend yours, they all go away. You start clicking them up again. So here's what you see, Hemlock.
Yeah.
You look up and you see this guy like wiggling his little clawed fingers, and Petra like grabs her head and like falls to the bridge surface. Right, she loses her power and like drops to the surface. And then you see her like raise her head, and there's this like green fire kind of like flickering around her, and her eyes are glowing. And she puts her hand out towards Riley, and a beam of green light lances out of her fingertips and hits Riley like square in the back. Riley, I need you to take a powerful blow.
I'm sorry. It wasn't me. I swear.
I mean, it was. You missed. Oof.
Yeah, it was
All
literally.
right. So a 10 plus on taking a powerful blow means you got to choose one of these things.
Oh no.
Do you remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc.? Do you lose control of yourself or your power in some terrible way? I like that one the best. Or you got to choose two of these from the second list. You either lash out, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action, or inflict a condition on someone. Like you could be like, Petra, you idiot, what are you doing? I'm going to inflict a condition on you, right? You're whatever. You give ground, which gives your opposition an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark two conditions on your own sheet.
She's got to have all the conditions.
I know, I already have two.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to remove yourself from the situation, lose control of your power in a terrible way, or two of the other ones, lash out and give your ground and take two conditions like those three? What do you think?
If she runs, does it get rid of her other condition?
Yes, but she won't be able to participate in the fight anymore.
Oh,
You'll lose your
Damn.
rampage.
did she save the kids yet?
Yeah.
Yes,
kids
the kids
are-
are safe. They're you can't worry about them.
Okay. Riley is feeling hopeless and scared, and the way that she deals with her hopelessness and her fear is to flip out. So I'm gonna go with lose control.
Okay. All right. So you get blasted by Petra's telekinetic like energy beam. And I think because Petra, your powers are like partly telepathy too. You get some of the like weird flashes of the strange desert and the ziggurat, and maybe like Petra in your visions, Petra's like chained to the ziggurat, and there's this guy with like a long knife like over her, like, and he's gonna sacrifice her, and then you just like lose it. The red haze drops over you. And tell me, how does Riley Rampage lose control of herself in a terrible way?
So there's now an empty bus that I'm standing next to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna throw the bus. We're gonna throw the bus. Can I throw it at the green Birdman?
It's got to be in a terrible way, so you can't turn this into something that's good for you. I think you got to throw it at Petra.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I like. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit me with a car once before. Okay. So I just freak out and I just grab the bus, I guess, and we're gonna hurl it at Petra.
Okay. All right. So you just like throw the bus at Petra. Now, I think what happens here, Lex, you're seeing all this stuff happen. You have an opportunity to act. What do you want to do?
Like,
before the bus hits Petra.
I mean, isn't Petra the bad guy now? I mean, we could disable her in some way.
Yeah. You want to unleash a bunch of like energy sapping drones, or what do you
Well, you
want
gotta
to
stop Birdman. Birdman's the one causing it.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting like EMP drones or something like that in here, but I don't know if that would help with the bus. Like, Are you suggesting I should do something with the bus, or else Petra will die?
No, I mean, Petra's just gonna have to take a hit from the bus soon.
Oh, okay.
But you don't have to care about that. Like, if you want to focus on the larger situation, you could assess. You could, like you said, unleash an army of tiny robots to do some stuff.
No, yeah, that one sounds
You could repair
good.
the bridge. You got lots of options.
I'm not gonna repair a bridge, Adam. I'm gonna use my drones, my drone fleet.
And what
I'm
are they gonna
create
do?
it. Well, so I want like some to target the sky and EMP the sky, the clouds, and then
Like weather control drones.
well, no, like
What?
anti-magnetic field drones. Not weather drones.
It's pretty obvious to you that this is not a technological problem, that this is a magic problem. So yeah, like EMPs probably would not help in this circumstance.
Okay, so they're not getting their powers from like the lightning.
No, the storm is a byproduct of all
I
the
see.
shit that's going on. Yeah, I'll tell you that much for sure.
Okay, then yeah, like energy sapping that
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
use on the bird guy.
Okay, sure. So you want to try to unleash your powers on him to try to break his. If you're able to do this, it'll break his control over Petra.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, all right. Go for it. Roll to unleash your power.
Alright.
Awesome.
More EXP for me.
Yep.
Good, that's
Go
what I
ahead and-
wanted.
Go ahead and mark that. No problem.
Nice. There we go, get it done. All right, team.
All right. So the bus hits Petra. That's the first thing that happens. And then things will just get worse from there. Petra, can you take a powerful blow for me?
Yeah. So let me just see what happens.
So
with
from your point of view, Petra, you're surrounded by enemies. You hear this like whispering in your ears of like, your sisters have turned on you. There's nowhere else to go. Like these mere mortals don't understand your true power. Like give in, and then you get hit by a bus.
Okay. And then you just
Yeah. So roll. You're gonna roll. Take a powerful blow.
I roll for it.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
on
right.
your
Okay.
sheet. It's where it says conditions on the left, because it's harder to take a blow the more conditions you have.
I'm not seeing the option to click anything.
It's on
Uh,
the left underneath
Can you read it
mundane.
There
again?
you go.
Where was it? Sorry.
Under mundane, under all your labels, there's one that says conditions. with a
Oh,
D.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a
So
powerful
just
blow.
click the conditions thing, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Perfect. You're rolling great when it just. All right. Here's your choices, Petra. You must remove yourself from the situation. The bus knocks you unconscious, perhaps. You can lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or you can choose two of lash out, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action, or inflict a condition on someone. Give ground, so give your opposition another opportunity, which basically just means I can make another move against somebody or something. Or take two conditions and struggle past the pain of getting hit with a bus.
Oh God.
I mean, you're a god, and these puny ants are throwing things at you. You could always just show them the true extent of your glorious power.
Yeah, I think I am gonna lose control of myself.
But she has to do it in a damaging way, right?
Oh yes,
I do.
yeah.
Oh no, you could have
Unfortunately.
taken yourself.
Now,
off.
I want to also know, I guess because I'm being controlled, I don't really get a turn, so I can't use my advancement yet, right?
I mean, you're still in control of your character after that initial outburst. But we're relying on you to play your character as like these people are your enemy. This bird thing is like whispering the truth to you. You're under control, like you're under its control. But I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Okay.
If you're suddenly like, I attack the bird guy, we'll all be like, actually, that's not what you would do. Let's
Okay. I just wanted to be clear on
embrace
when
it.
I can have a
Take on being a villain.
turn.
So what do you want to do?
So, I mean, I guess all of them, all the cars in a 30-foot radius around me just kind of lift up and start to move over top of like where there are people, and they're going to be dropped, I guess. So I don't know how, probably nobody's
Like,
left on this.
You throw a bus at me, I'm going to throw cars at everyone.
Yeah.
All
So,
children.
well, there's no children here anymore, right? They're gone.
I mean, they're around, but yeah, like, okay, so you're just like causing
So it's like
massive
a-
telekinetic damage by
Yeah.
throwing vehicles. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this like rending sound, and I think this would be like for people like fans of the series who've read lots of the comics and who are like, you know, really like into, you know, posting on Tumblr about Petra and know all of her powers and stuff. We know that, you know, you've had these telekinetic powers, and generally you kind of keep them in check. And when you're in control of yourself, there is like an upper ceiling to your power. Maybe we've seen you struggle to lift like really heavy things, or we've definitely never seen Petra use this much force before. Suddenly all the cars on the bridge, like semi trucks and everything, just start to float and then just get thrown around like pinballs, and they start smashing into each other at the edge of the bridge. There's shrapnel everywhere.
Just chaos. Everything's ruined.
Yeah, total chaos. The bridge is just like wrenching back and forth. Hemlock, what are you gonna do? Everything is just like going to shit right now.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use my like my, what were they called? Like my powers of like my senses, my supernatural senses. Like, is there any way that I can get some kind of like inkling? Like, I know you said the lightning is just a byproduct of this, but can I use that? Like, can I get more information about how to hurt the guy in this situation?
Yeah, assess the situation first.
Okay. So which one do I roll for that?
You're gonna roll plus superior.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right, mark potential.
God.
Okay.
So I think you look up and you like look around to try to figure out what's going on, and that's when Kid Sovereign punches you in the face.
Fuck.
So yeah, so you're like, and this, she's not even being controlled. She just panics, right? You're like looking around, what's going on, trying to figure out what's happening, and she gets up and just socks you in the mouth, and it knocks you back, like you slide back into a car. And she's standing there, and her like uniform is ripped, and her cape's all burned, and she's got like her fist out, and she's like, "This is our fight. Get away from me!" And then she crouches down and like flies into the water to go and get her boss. She just jumps off the bridge.
God damn it.
What a bitch.
All right, here's what I want to do. Here's
Okay.
what I want to do. My plan. I want to piss this dude off enough. Like, I want to make him really mad. I want to make him rage. So he like throws some unsupernatural amount of energy, and then I would like try to reflect it. In my brain, that's the plan that I'm coming up with in my head. Because I can't throw cars. I can't, like, there's everyone's split up. Like, the only thing I can do is try to go after this guy. And I don't have superpowers, so I have to try to use his own powers against him.
Did you say this out loud?
No, because no one's there to listen to me, right? I mean, I can say it out loud to the open
I
air.
think Lex is in the same place as you. Like you, because right now,
we're
like Riley,
together.
yeah, Riley and Petra are kind of fighting each other, and you and Lex are at the farther end of the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, so then I guess I would, Lex, is my
All right.
plan. I don't know how you can help me. If you can maybe.
I think we should tear down his stupid chanting thing. So it's obviously connected to him. So I'm gonna send you the files for the chant, and then you just go in on him, okay? Just like,
Okay.
just like trash it, you know, tell him that, I don't know, his cult is worthless, really gimmicky, kind of cheesy. That's our plan.
Okay,
So make
so
him really mad.
am I doing this in his chanting language, or am I doing it in, like,
mean,
you're gonna give me the script?
Yeah, Hemlock doesn't suddenly speak ancient.
I don't know if she's
Sumerian.
got like a script or something for me. I don't know.
I don't know. I sent you files of the chants that the police people were using earlier.
Can we just play those over the speaker?
Yeah, that's what I want to do too.
Okay. So I'm just going to taunt him, I guess, basically about like, way to go. So you had two superheroes knock over a bridge, but like, what's your plan? Like, what are you doing really?
Right. Okay.
You're worthless. You've brainwashed people, but you've done nothing but destroy a bridge. Like, way to be a cool villain, right? Like, I'm going to try to be like,
What do you? I mean, you're obviously provoking him. What do you want to provoke him into doing?
I want to provoke him into like using some kind of power, but I want to do it with Lex so that when I'm talking to him, I don't know if it's like coming out of the car stereos that are there, but he can't see me directly, right? Because he could just throw it at me, but I want to make him really, really mad.
You want to get his undivided attention.
I want to get his undivided attention focused on us, like basically telling him what a shit face he is. And then once he's like really rallying up and he's about to make this big strike, then I want to like appear so that he focuses it at me.
All right.
I
Go
wanna
ahead and roll to provoke. Sorry, Lex. What do you-
Oh, okay. So, well, yeah. So I want to put like the chant on like all the radio stations, so it plays on all the cars, and
Okay.
I also want to try and provoke him too.
Okay. So in this case, you'll be you can help. Do you have influence over
Yeah, she does.
Hemlock? You
Yeah.
do? Okay. So let Hemlock roll, and then if Hemlock needs help, you can use your influence to
I roll freak,
Okay.
right? Or savior.
for provoke, it's superior.
Superior. Okay. Come on. Just believe. Chat. God damn it.
Even worse than before. Okay.
Wow.
So
Well, I have, because if I succeed, I have like, are you watching closely? So I could confuse them. So it might put the same plan into motion.
yeah, so exactly. So here's what you can do. Lex, you're gonna watch Hemlock fail and be able to jump in, and for once, maybe someone else will take the blow, right? So you see Hemlock, shout for this guy's attention, and he turns, and I think it works. It works great. You piss him off, and Petra's eyes go back to normal color, and Petra falls back to the bridge.
Yay.
And he disappears. He like drops through the little tornado that's holding him up. He drops into it, and then just emerges right in front of you from the bridge surface. Hemlock, and
Great.
and here's the thing, though. There's a sudden like you're like paralyzed when he appears. He's just like staring into your eyes, and you can't like conjure up your power to like push him away or absorb his energy. And he's just like taking like steps towards you. And you can see him, Lex, I think, like reaching for Hemlock, like to like grab her. And she just sees like she's paralyzed. She can't stop him. What do you do?
I throw my laptop at him to confuse him.
Awesome. So this is perfect. So I keep envisioning this guy like a green version minus the shotguns of like Reaper's like bird skin. Like same with the
Oh my
telephones.
God.
So he's like looming towards you with this like very edgelordy attitude, and suddenly like laptop just bonk like hits him in the
That's like her most prized possession too.
It
I
is.
know.
Yeah, she would
Here's
never
like-
throw this.
Oh!
Life or death.
Yeah, so the laptop just bangs him in the face. And he like
I
he,
love
tur-
how calmly.
Do I
he
have
Throw my
turns
laptop at him.
he turns his head. And yeah, you have a move you were saying for this? Are you watching closely?
Yeah, so I roll to provoke.
Yep. You roll plus superior. Yep. Nice.
Yeah, no level up for me.
No, just too good at role playing.
Darn.
All right, so when you mislead, distract, or trick someone, roll plus superior. On a hit, they are fooled. On a 10 plus, choose three of your options. What do you?
Wait, 3?
Yeah, you get 3 of those 4 things.
Holy.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So the first 3, you get an opportunity. Can I pass that on to Hemlock though?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, you expose a weakness or flaw, and then you confuse them for some time, so that
Right. Yeah.
We
I think you
put
you
this-
knock his mask off. Right. So you whip the laptop at him. It bangs him in the face, and he like goes to grab at his head, and the mask just tumbles to the ground. And when it does, we see the face underneath, and he looks like a younger, nerdier version than the like military cadet guy that we saw in that picture. He's got like braces, and he's actually like, now that we see like a proper, like he's actually shorter than Hemlock. Like he's kind of a little dude. And he grabs his head and he's like, ow. And we see the little speech bubble, and it's just normal text now. And when we get that close-up shot of him, we can see that like his gloves are just like black gardening gloves with like knives like taped to them.
how did we not notice this?
We're too intimidated.
But the thing is, it wasn't like that before. Knocking the
Oh.
mask off, like the illusion vanishes. And, like his cloak is just like a bed sheet with a bunch of like stuff like stapled, like feathers stapled to it. And he grabs his head and he's like, ah. And Hemlock, you see this, like he loses the mask and it drops to the ground. And Lex has bought you an opportunity. What are you gonna do?
I want to go take the mask.
You want to grab it
Yeah.
up off the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
And put it on?
Yeah, just put that.
I don't want to put it on. I just want to. I want to go like I want to go grab it. Does when the mask falls off, does like the storm stop and kind of like everything ceases?
No.
Okay.
I'll let you know what happens.
Okay,
You
so
crouch-
I just want to go like get the mask and like put it so at least he can't like do anything. Like put it, I don't know, I'll shove the thing under my shirt if I have to, but like I just want to like go grab the mask and secure it and try to like detain.
So as soon as
You're
you
gonna
touch,
get superhero boobs, Aaron.
as soon as you touch the mask, so you crouch down and touch it. As soon as you touch the mask, you see a sudden, you have a sudden hallucination, and it's the same kind of the same one that we saw before. There's the ziggurat and the people chanting, but instead of the bird creature, there's another person dressed like this guy was, right, in like a kind of bird costume, and he's wearing the mask. He's got the knife, and there's a person lying on the there's a dead person lying on the altar, and there's like blood trickling down, and they're chanting, and the chant is about rise from the sands, my fallen brother, return to us, Pazuzu commands it, awaken Humbaba. And you like see this, and we get all the text, and it's, you know, it's obviously translated for you as you watch this vision, because you're standing there in your hoodie holding the mask in the middle of the desert.
Right.
And it cuts back, and this is when we see the water, and the water is all like boiling away, and we see this huge, like it's a giant, like literally just a giant person rising up from the water. And he's got the scion in one hand, and he's got Kid Sovereign in the other. And like rise up from the water, and he's got these big like curling horns, and like kind of a muzzle for a face, like a dog's muzzle with like all these sharp teeth. And yeah, he's like rising up out of the water, and people are screaming, and like Godzilla-sized dude appears. And so you grab the mask, you see this flashback, and then you see him, and you're like holding the mask. Riley and Petra, you're the closest to the edge of the bridge where you see this giant. What are you gonna do?
Is he a person, or he's made of water? Or
No, he's just a huge person. He's covered in like water is like sluicing off him. He's got like perfectly like chiseled abs, but he's just a huge human with like big weird like ram horns and a dog face.
Great. Okay. So Petra is like recovering from being
No,
hit by a
I'm-
bus, and like
Petra's okay. Petra's like
She's good?
landed.
Okay, cool. So
but
I
he's
like
in control. The two of you are back in control.
I walk over to her, and I'm just like making sure she's like good. Like, sorry about the bus. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor though. Can you throw me that way somehow?
She still has her super unlock power, right?
Yeah, I have
They both, yeah, she does. Yeah.
Yeah, we both have our moment of truth
Okay.
ready to go.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna start. Is the storm is over us, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's like
Okay,
over
I'm
the
gonna-
bridge, lightning crackling, and
I'm gonna run, like start climbing up to the very top of the bridge.
okay.
That's what I'm doing while they're doing whatever this exchange is.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab
So-
Hemlock and I'm sorry, I'm gonna grab Riley and just be like, I'm sorry for the bus too. And I'm just gonna throw her across. Well, I guess it's not
You're
really
like-
that I throw her. I don't
float
yeah.
her.
I just kind of like float her
Okay.
at like as fast as possible. And then something in me is going to kind of like trigger, and I'm going to feel like this is a real like important chance for me to really take back control and of both like of just the entire situation, of myself, of everything. And I'm just not going to be afraid anymore of my telepathy. So I seem to cause a lot of destruction with telekinesis. So as Riley's floating over there, I'm gonna like telepathically tell her like I'm going to try something. So be ready if this doesn't work. And I want to try to tap into this guy's mind and basically just make him my puppet. This big, huge giant. I feel like I'm in control of everything, and so I want to try to control him as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So are you activating your moment of truth?
Yeah.
Okay. So Riley, so as that's beginning, Riley, you are encased in the warm embrace of your friend's psychic bubble as you are hurled towards the giant. What's your plan here?
Riley doesn't have a plan.
Nice. That's what we want to hear.
Well, so are Kid Sovereign and Scion, are they like still under the influence, or is Scion still under the influence?
Scion's unconscious. Actually, they're both
Okay.
knocked out. Yeah. This
But they're
thing just
not,
like grabbed them
green-eyed
and
again.
knocked them together, and it's like, haha, I have your superheroes.
Okay, cool. Can I try and like, I don't know what to do, I guess. How do you fight giant dinosaur man or
How
whatever. he is.
tall is he? Is he like 20 feet tall or is he like 8 feet tall?
Like Godzilla size.
He's like
Oh,
Godzilla.
fuck.
size.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Um,
like the bridge over the bay. Like he's waist down in the bridge, and he's still as tall as the bridge. He's huge. Yeah, I mean,
this
Riley,
is- this
how
is
do
the
you
guy
solve
that-
how do you solve any problem? You got
Punch it. I know.
Right.
I'm just gonna start. Can I just start punching things on his face?
yeah,
his-
exactly. Yeah, you could just get
punch his
thrown
eyes.
into
Go
his
after
face.
his
Yeah.
groin.
I was
Ew,
gonna say,
weak
I don't want to be
His
near a
brain's
giant.
all underwater. Also, Lex might be the only one that would know this, but in ancient Sumerian mythology, the giant Humbaba has an enormous snake for a penis, so you probably don't want to go down there.
Well, I was gonna say she should punch the groin from the inside, but okay, yeah,
Right.
maybe not.
Is he wearing a
So-
mask or anything too, or is he
No,
just?
no, he's just a
no?
big, huge, like giant man.
I'm just gonna punch his eyes. I'm
Yeah,
not.
so, I mean, if both of you want to use your moment of truth, you can just take over, the two of you, and describe how Riley and Petra defeat the giant. I basically just give control to you. That's your
Okay. That's
And then
fine.
I text them a bunch of snake emojis.
talking about
So I don't say why.
And eggplants.
snake
And
eggplant.
eggplants.
All right. So
okay, I just want to clarify something because I think I might have missed it. I was busy thinking about my moment of truth. The nerdy twat dude on the bridge.
I got him.
yes,
with me.
he is without mask. Yeah.
Neutralized, right? Like
Yes.
okay, cool. Just want to make sure I'm not wasting everything on this. Okay. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So before you get to him, Riley, I want to tap into his mind. I'm going to basically just make him like I'm going to convince this giant that he is a baby that is in a pen and can't move. Like not only is he feeling trapped, but like that he physically can't do anything about his body, but also
Sure.
he's a baby. So
Right.
he has no motive. He has no desire for anything. He's literally just, I'm lobotomizing him. Basically.
Yeah, so we suddenly get a flash. There's a page of like him. He's exactly the same, big goat thing, scary face, but he's wearing a diaper and he's sitting in a little like cage with a little
Yeah.
mobile over his head, and hanging from the mobile is like the little like cartoon versions, chibi versions of the four of you, and he's just holding the bars and like looking up all scared, and then Riley flies into
Well,
his face. Like,
But I mean, if she's gonna do that, then do I need to do anything? If she's already like,
yeah,
Well,
like the
I'm
thing
just
is, it's
basically
not
making
it's
him
not
non-violent. Like
it's not just
Can we just lay him
telekinesis.
down
right?
and drown him? Make him lay down and drown.
Like he's huge. He's a huge giant. You can't like he doesn't have a mind in the way that a normal person would. So you can't really like control him that way. You can confuse him temporarily, and then Riley can use that as an opportunity to beat the living shit out of him.
okay,
But he's not going to just go away on his own. You got to keep him busy while we cut over to Hemlock doing her thing. So Riley fighting the giant, what does that look like? Obviously, Petra is like, keeping him from fighting back by using this mental illusion. But what are you doing? Are you like running around on him, like pulling his hair? Are you breaking his horn off and stabbing him with it? What does it look like for you?
yeah. I imagine that I like landed near his like shoulder and I like ran up on top of his head and like grab his horn and like swing down and like both feet like kick him in the eye. So like
Yeah.
just trying to like blind him, and I'm just running around like punching everything, punching his eyes, punching him in the teeth.
Yeah, and he's roaring and trying to grab you, and then like getting telekinetically restrained, and you're just like he can't get at you, and you're punching him too hard. He keeps snapping his head back and forth, and he's on the ropes. He's about to go down. So meanwhile, over on the bridge, Lex and Hemlock, you look up at the bridge. You can't climb up there by yourself. You do not have super climbing. You need another way to get up.
I just feel like we have the answer. It's staring us right in the face. Just use the mask, just this one time, just to defeat the bad guy. No?
Okay, Boromir.
No. So can I ask Petra to toss me to the top of the bridge?
Petra's very busy right now.
Yeah.
Petra and Riley are not. They're out being dangerous freaks. You gotta find another way up there.
Is there like a cherry picker nearby?
Probably not on the bridge. No.
No. Don't they
But,
usually have like
you've got
rope?
superpowers, Lex. You can make things out of other things and quickly.
Can I make
Can
like
she
a
make
levitating device?
you know those like one of those things that you like zip line like a river where like I could just like hit it and it just like
Grappling hook, rocket
Yeah,
pack,
like
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
hover boots. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You're like instant Iron Man. You can make all kind of shit.
There's probably not an elevator in the bridge, I'm assoming.
No, there would be a
No.
ladder and it would take you
Okay.
one from the other.
Well, grappling hook sounded good, but then you said hover boots, so I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay. All right. So you just like crouch down and you're like, here, put these on. And you like pull out these like boots and like start adjusting things.
Well, first I grab my laptop and then I like see if it's okay. It might not be.
Yeah, the screen is cracked. You can still use it, but it's got like a big gross like crack on it.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah. And then I craft some hover boots.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll to unleash your power.
All right.
Yes, he's still holding Scion.
No, he dropped Scion and Kid Sovereign in the water.
What?
Okay,
They were unconscious. Are they gonna drown?
they're superheroes. They won't
They're
drown
fine?
unless
Okay.
like that'd be weird. Yeah, like Scion drowned just coincidentally. You don't have to save him. He doesn't need saving. Okay, on a
Yeah.
7 to 9, you have a choice here. Lex, do you want to mark a condition, or do you want these rocket boots to be temporary or unstable?
We haven't done that once. Do we want to do that once, like this time, and see what happens?
It's your choice.
I just feel like Adam's gonna fuck us again.
Yeah, of course he is. I mean, of course he is.
It's my job. Make things fun.
Okay. If you want to be freed of that, then I'll mark a condition. Which one? Maybe no. I'm afraid because of Adam. I don't know if my character's afraid though. I guess my character's like angry that she had to throw her laptop at someone.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So you mark angry.
Yeah.
And what does activating the rocket boots look like? Do you like pull a cord like on a lawnmower, or do you press a button, or what? How does that? What's your last moment? What do you say to Hemlock before she rockets up to the top of the bridge?
Well, there's a little button on them you press to make them work, but then there's also a command line on the boots. So I just like / run in the command line, of course.
Okay. All right. So Hemlock, you like jet up into the air.
Mm-hmm.
You can fly for a brief shining moment. And then you get up to the top of the bridge, and it's coming on fast. It's like the ladder is flying by in a blur, and then you manage to grab onto the edge as the boots kind of sputter out, and you find yourself on top of the highest point of the bridge. You can see Riley and Petra beating the shit out of this giant. You can see all the people finally like starting to get off the bridge creaking, and standing out in the middle of all this rubble is just this like kid who doesn't have his mask anymore, and he's just kind of like staring at his like weird cosplay gloves, looking confused and upset. And the storm above you is like raging and lightning flying everywhere.
Is the power in the mask or is the power in the giant?
The power is in the mask. The mask summoned the giant here.
Okay. So what I want to try to do is take all of this lightning and stuff because I'm at the top, right? Instead of just going after the like temporary. I don't want to win the battle. I want to win the war, right? So I want to take all of the lightning and I want to try to like take all of that energy and push it into the mask.
Okay. Yeah. So your power is to absorb energy. So you're just like pulling all of the ambient energy around into you to try to dissipate it.
Yeah.
Into the mask. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll to unleash.
Can I use passive moves in this or no? Or can I
what's,
use my game face? Can I put like my game face on? Because it says I get to take
Oh
one.
yeah. Mark, what condition are you gonna mark?
I would mark probably afraid, right?
Okay. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
What are you afraid of? You're afraid it's not going to work? Are you afraid that you're going to burn out? That like there's a limited amount of energy
I
you
mean,
can
I'm afraid of
absorb?
a lot of things. Like, A, can I take the energy of all this lightning? B, can I save the people? C, like we're up against a battle that we probably can't win. Like there's a lot of things I can be afraid of in this situation. Is Scion gonna die? He's like down there. What about kids? She punched me in the face. What the fuck's gonna happen there?
It's uncertainty, right? That you're afraid of.
Yeah, everything. This is more than we've ever had to handle before, and how are we supposed to deal with it? So
Okay. All
okay.
right.
So what am I
See if
rolling?
you can absorb the power of Pazuzu's mask. You're gonna roll to unleash your powers. You're gonna roll to do that, and that's with
I have -2 here, but I get to add a +1 conditional bonus,
that's
right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, you got a 9. So you get what you wanted. That's hard to do on a -1. So you get what you wanted.
Mhm.
You're gonna be able to absorb all of this
Mm-hmm.
energy. But you gotta make a choice. Are you gonna mark another condition, or can your power be like unstable in some way?
If I let it be unstable, will it still at least ruin the mask?
Yeah, you still get what you want, and I actually think that's the more interesting choice in this case. And I have an idea for it if that's
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let it be unstable as long as it ruins the mask.
Totally. So here's what happens. You're clutching this mask, and suddenly lightning starts to flash around the tower. It like strikes in front of you. There's green sparks flying. Wind starts to pick up in this like tornado around you, and you can feel like the mask starts to glow, and it's like getting hot in your hands. Your hair is like blowing around in the wind, and you kind of get separated from the world. You're just in the middle of this power like tornado. And the mask fills with like more and more energy, and you can feel it like flowing into you. You have to be you're like the lightning rod.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And so I think that like your eyes are starting to glow like white as all this power flows into you. Your veins are starting to glow under your skin. And there's a shot where, and it's the big dramatic like, whole page with you throwing your head back and your hair like flying in the wind, and like a bolt of lightning hitting you right in the chest. And the mask is like, it breaks apart in your hands. So it comes apart, and then the next shot is of you falling backwards off of the bridge, like tumbling unconscious towards the deck. I think that's at the same time, like when that happens, Riley, you're dealing the final blow with Petra's help to this giant, and it starts to crumble. It starts to fall apart as if it was made out of clay, like crumble back into the ocean. But you see this little speck of smoke trailing light as Hemlock falls towards the deck of the bridge. What's everybody gonna do?
And I immediately fly over, or like even just like try to telekinesis, like catch her.
Yeah, you want to try and catch her with your power?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can do that. You can defend her. Roll plus savior.
Can I also try and reboot the boots?
Yeah, sure. You could use your influence to help too. Oh, Petra, no.
I'm so tired of losing.
Yeah.
Do I get
You're
to
so high level.
mark, because it says when you achieve your goal, mark potential. So I get to
Yeah,
so
you
then
achieve your goal.
unlocked my thing on that too. But I'm unconscious, right?
You're unconscious. Yeah, you're out for now.
Okay.
All right. So Petra, you reach out with your telekinesis, but like you're too drained from the fight. You don't have it in you. The giant is like falling. You realize you're not gonna be able to catch her. What do? You can see her falling. She's gonna hit the deck soon.
Me?
Yeah, Petra, what do? You realize you're not gonna be able to save her.
I immediately start flying over, and I telepathically tell, oh God, who else could get there? Like, is Scion or Kid awake?
They're out.
No,
Yeah.
they're out.
God, I really wish somebody else could fly.
I mean, you've probably got just enough strength to throw Riley in the direction of the fall.
Yay, throw me.
Okay, well then we'll do that. Yep.
Okay,
Cool.
All right.
Throw
So
me
even
at
in
it.
your
Y'all
burnt
need
out
to
state,
try
you
to
use the
fly.
last of your power. You grab Riley and throw her towards Hemlock. Riley, do you want to try to defend Hemlock from?
Yeah, so I have one of my moves is there when it matters. I don't know exactly how this works though, because it says when you defend someone on a hit, you can hold one.
Yeah, so with there when it matters, you defend them in an earlier scene, and then you spend it to show up when you're not normally allowed to be there. So if you have a hold now when you defend her, you could use it in a future episode to be like, yeah, I just
Okay.
show up. I was there.
Well, so do I
but-
roll savior then?
Yeah, for now you're gonna roll
That's
savior.
gonna suck. I'm a -1.
Hey, I rolled with -1 and I did it.
Well, good for
Oh.
you.
Positive thinking, everyone.
Can I
Hey, do
still
I get to clear
VPN?
afraid though? Because I just like ran into my fear of her dying or something. I don't know.
What's that?
Do I get to clear my condition for afraid because I was like running into danger?
You got to
Or
run
is that
away
how that
from
works?
danger.
Oh, I have to run away from danger.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to acknowledge that you're afraid and be like, no, this is too much for me to clear that
Okay.
up.
So can I VPN into the boots and like remote control them?
So here's the thing. So Riley gets thrown towards the bridge, but is undershot. You fall short and have to grab the bridge so you don't fall into the bay. And then yeah, Lex, you're furiously typing away. You can try to defend as well.
All right. What's defend? What's that?
Savior.
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 I swear to God.
Guys, I went out protecting you. It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Let me just make sure my savior is at 1.
Come on, Lex.
Oh no, my savior is also -1.
No.
Yeah, you're all doing real bad.
Oh my god. Ah. Oh, so close.
Okay, so everybody failed. So I think the second to last page of the comic, and this is great to be able to end on a big old cliffhanger. The second to last page is a 3-cut of close-up reaction shots of like fear and like anger and terror, like Petra looking like shocked, Riley hanging onto the bridge looking angry, trying to pull herself up in time, and Lex looking away lit by the keyboard. And we don't actually see Hemlock hit the deck, but that's the last page. And then it's the next page is just the next page is
See you
just-
guys in like
Should
30
have
minutes?
used the mask.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we get a reaction from Scion, or is he still passed out?
He's
He
unconscious.
wakes up and
Man, he's not
He
even.
was useless.
Yeah.
hey, but I got rid of the mask.
Oh,
You
God.
did.
You did. You saved us all.
Oh
You
no.
did your thing. It's true.
You sacrificed yourself.
Yeah, it's like it's your job.
That's what families do, Riley.
Oh God.
So-
Look. I can't be held responsible for the things that I say when I'm upset. And that's who I am. Oh
There
God.
you go.
All right, now what?
So that's that.
R.I.P.
That's our second set of issues. I guess at the
wait,
beginning,
no. I'm sorry. We're leaving it there.
that's
Yep.
it.
Shannon,
That's the end.
believe it.
Listen, I know how to sell comic books, all right. And if we want people to buy the next
First of all,
issue,
I need the next issue.
yeah,
right
it's
now.
the death and return of Hemlock. She's gonna come back as 6 different Hemlocks now. Robot Hemlock,
She's gonna be like evil Hemlock.
Space Hemlock. Yeah, totally. It's good. It's gonna sell a lot of issues. We're gonna release some holographic covers.
The next cosplay is gonna be like my face all like mangled and scarred.
Two-Face.
Yeah, totally.
Shit.
Yeah,
God, I can't believe we all failed those roles at the
it's
end.
going to be a very special roleplay masks of Hemlock's mom crying.
Adam, I don't
Scion-
like you very much. I'm about to see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Unless I'm killed in a horrible skiing accident.
If
I've seen The Shining, and I know how this goes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Shit.
Oh my God, people are already coming up with like evil versions of your name, Warlock.
Hemlock
Pretty
means
good.
poison, guys. Listen.
Yeah, Hemlock's already pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
We can
So-
turn into villains. That's a thing we can do in this.
Yeah. So, if we do another set of issues, it'd be an opportunity for like Aaron, if you wanted to play a different playbook, you could.
You
still
didn't
be-
say she died though. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Or it could just be
So,
like
We don't know.
how you
what
recover from not being a real superhero. Well, cool. It
Maybe
could work.
Clyde
Fighting
swooped
words.
in like
It's under the
Superman.
belt. Jeez.
Listen, it's my job to find the place.
Dreadlock.
Oh, no.
Dang, that sounds cool. That's pretty good.
Oh no, she like,
That's like
spent
Deadpool.
she spent some time recovering in Jamaica. Dread.
It's pretty good. I like that.
Oh
Fuck.
boy.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Well, we'll do some shout outs and we'll call it a show.
Terrible.
I know I made you mad by putting it on a cliffhanger, but you want to go first, Shannon?
Yeah, fine.
Shout us out.
Yeah. Sure, whatever.
Sorry.
All right.
That's me.
That's Anne.
I mean, Annie,
can
you
go.
Can
you
go.
can go.
Yeah,
We
go
can
ahead,
do it.
10 out of 10 production. Thank you guys for being here. I hate the way this ends as much as you guys, believe me. So I'm sorry, but you should all blame Adam for that and his DM bullshit. So I'm Annemunition. I stream usually 6, maybe 7 days a week on my channel, which is the same name as right here. I play a lot of Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, that kind of thing. I am going to be streaming after this. I thought we were going to be done earlier, so I was planning on starting at 4, but I might start at 5. I'll just let you guys know on Twitter. I'll definitely be streaming this evening though, And thank you guys for another wonderful episode of Masks. I know these are like one shots, but I really hope we do another one because I really like can't live with the idea that Hemlock is not okay. So maybe we'll do another one, hopefully sometime soon. I'm also on another roleplay show, which is called Blades, with DJ Wheat, EG In Control, Jeff Robinson,
Too soon.
and that one is DM'd by John Harper, who's the creator of the show. And so we get to play these kind of like criminal assassin crew people, and that show is really awesome. It's like that one is more regular than this one, although right now it's kind of on hiatus because of all of our conflicting schedules. So that'll hopefully be back in December. You guys should check that show out too.
Cool. Thanks, Anne. I mean, it's a crapshoot now. Kaitlyn?
Who? Me? Okay, let's see if I pop up.
No, he's gone. We don't get shadow cards anymore.
It worked. I really like Metal Gear Solid and Raiden. That's very true. Okay, so I actually don't. Okay, well, I'm just reading my bubble. I gotta ask JP to update that. I used to play StarCraft competitively, and now I stream like a lot of different games. So stop by if you haven't seen me for a while. I play a lot of stuff. I'm probably gonna play The Witcher 3 today, for example. And then I'm also in med school now, but I still stream every day. So my stream, similarly like Anne's, is the same as my name, although I don't have my last name here. It's your last name, right, Anne? Munition?
Munition, yeah.
Munition? Okay, good.
Of the New England munitions.
Yep. So stop by. And yeah, thanks, guys. This is so much fun. I also hope that we end up doing more of these because I kind of need to know what happens next. Like, this is why I don't watch TV until the entire season is out. Like, until the entire like TV production is over. So I didn't watch any Breaking Bad until it was completely over. And then I watched the whole thing in maybe 2 weeks or something like that. So I actually can't handle this. I need to know what happens next. So yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Adam.
It's my pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
Aaron, you go next.
Hello, I am Aureylian.
See, Kaitlyn, you're supposed to move your mouse.
Oh, Shannon, your turn.
No, am I going? Is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
I mean, we look similar, so, or at least so we get told.
Not Shannon.
Yeah. Hi, I'm ShannonZKiller. It's Zed because I'm Canadian. Yes, I have
Hells
to
yeah.
say that every time. It's fine. So I don't really stream a whole heck of a lot, but actually Erin telling me that she now streams every day on top of having a job and being a mom sure makes me feel guilty. So I will totally be streaming sometime soon. Right now I'm playing a lot of Don't Starve and Civ 6, so we'll see. But yeah, I am incredibly active on Twitter and Instagram. So if you'd like, you can follow me there. It's the same as, it just says Shannon. So actually it's the same as that over there. There we go. Wait, that.
Upwards.
There we go. And yeah, there we go. I am so good at directions being mirrored. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so you can follow me there. And I hope everybody had a great Halloween. Happy
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Did you have a good Halloween?
You guys celebrate.
Happy Halloween.
Listen, English Halloween is on the 24th of.
The transition.
And
Right.
also, everyone should tweet at Adam to tell him how angry they are that this is left on a cliffhanger.
No, use the community thing. That's what
Yeah,
it's
I made a
Oh,
specific
yeah, and on
post
the-
just
Yell
for
at
everyone
him.
to ask me why I'm so terrible.
Yep.
That's fine. All right. I think you can actually go now. Is everybody gone?
Yeah.
What's happening? I'm so
I
confused.
can, yeah, I'm happy
Wanna
to
go? All right.
chat if we want to.
Let's
I
go.
mean, I know everyone. Hi, I'm Shannon. Oh, there we go. I know that everyone is very upset about the ending. I'm actually pretty pumped about it. There's so many things that we can come back and do, and I'm really glad. 2 times today I rolled okay. I got to save Anne in my bubble, and I got to do the lightning, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Thanks everybody for watching the second one shot. I hope we come back and do another one. You can check me out here at Aureylian or there, Twitch and social medias, all the things. I stream almost every day, probably 5-6 times a week, usually in the evening starting about 8 p.m. Central. I stream everything, Minecraft, Sims, hit me on, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 lately with JP. So that's me. I'm excited. Thanks for knocking me off a bridge, Adam.
Yeah, you knocked yourself off a bridge.
I did, and it was all for family.
Yep. Oh,
I would fall off a bridge for you guys any day.
Okay, here's the thing
Well,
though.
you can't again.
If anything happens to Hemlock, Riley's not coming back from it. So
there's a dark side though.
My whole life is the dark side. What are you talking about?
You could be a villain.
Yeah,
Oh,
dark
God.
Riley.
Oh shit. Things we don't want.
Dude, there's so many things that could happen. That's why there's like the world is an open door right now. Or I could be totally fine.
Yeah,
No, you're all gonna be fine. You're all not gonna be villains. You're all gonna be good. Trust me. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see everyone's fanfics about what happens.
There's already a lot of good photo edits of Shannon's superhero pose with
I
various
saw the hot dog.
superpowers.
Yeah, the hot dog one for sure.
Yeah.
Anne has some real skill when it comes to that kind of stuff. So she somehow managed to reply first and it was like actually photoshopping secretly during.
Yeah, while Adam was talking, I was over here editing that photo.
Yeah, pretty good. We'll see if we can't get a couple of those posted in the Q&A thread over in the community. Yeah, if folks have feedback or they want to ask questions about the rules or any of that stuff, give us feedback on the show. Go over to community.itmeJP.com. I put up a thread there, as I usually do, for Q&A. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. This was really fun. I was really happy when JP and I were talking about what one shot to do for this month. I was like, masks. We got to do masks again. It's going to be awesome. And it was. Superhero role-playing games are hard to pull off well, but I had a great cast, so I think it went pretty good.
Yay,
We're still
he's
mad
just
at you.
saying that because
That's
of
okay.
your
No, you know what? I have been a GM long enough that I don't care how you feel about anything. I just
We don't
want
care when
the
we get
game
to
to be good.
our
I don't care
vacation
about
house.
friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, if you want to find me on the internets, twitch.tv/Adam Koebel or Skinny Ghost on Twitter, and you can find me right here GMing Court of Swords for RollPlay. We've got a new RollPlay show in the works, which I'm really excited about. Got some sci-fi stuff coming up, and it's going to be a little bit more on the like action movie comic booky side. So if you like the kind of over the top stuff in masks, definitely check that out. You can find out more about it on the RollPlay Patreon. Otherwise, we'll see everybody again real soon for more role playing. Thanks for coming. Have a good one, everybody. Later.
Bye.